Hello students, today's topic for conversion is octal to binary conversion and hexadecimal to binary conversion from chapter 1 number system and codes, subject digital techniques 22320. So we'll start with octal to binary conversion. So that means you will be given octal number and you are going to convert that octal number into its binary equivalent number. So here are the rules. Here one example is also shown. So the rule is, as the octal number is given, you are going to represent each digit of that number into its equivalent 3 bits binary. So here example is shown. So it is 176. It's an octal number because your base number or radix is given as 8. So it is an octal number. So you are going to represent each digit of this number with 3 bits binary. So 6 is represented by 110, 7 is represented by 111 and 1 is represented by 001, and this is the final answer. So while writing you will start with 1, so that is 001, 111 and 110. So this is its equivalent binary number. So if you check out here, the given octal number is having only its integer part. Now we will check out an example of octal number which is having integer part as well as fractional part. So now check here, example is 63.17. It's an octal number. 63 is the integer part and 17 is fractional part. So now here the given number is 63. It is an integer part and fractional part is 17. So again the rule here is same. Represent each digit with 3-bit binary and keep the octal point as it is. So here we'll start with 6. 6 is represented by 3-bit binary as 110. 3 is represented by 3-bit binary as 011. 1 is represented by 3-bit binary as 001. And 7 is represented by 3-bit binary as 111. So the final answer is, you'll start from 63.17. So in the sequence here also, so 110.001.001111. So this is the final representation of binary number. These are the examples to be solved as an assignment. Now next we will go for octal to hexadecimal conversion. Now here what we are going to do is, we are going to convert octal number into hexadecimal number. So we'll start. There are certain rules for this octal to hexadecimal conversion. So the very first thing is, convert octal number, whatever octal number is given, convert into 3-bit binary as we have studied. So every digit you are going to represent by 3-bit binary. After representing all digits by 3-bit binary, step 2, then you are going to group these binary bits into 4 bits. And represent each 4-bit by its hexadecimal number. So again there's a question here, as if the given octal number is integer, then start from LSB, start grouping into 4, and then represent each 4-bit number into its equivalent number. But if the given number is having integer part as well as fractional part, then start from the point, and from that point, if integer part is there, then start from LSB bit. Grouping will start from LSB bit. Take 4 bit groups, 4 bits to group, and while in the end, if there are no numbers to form 4-bit groups, add zeros. And for fractional part, start from point, and start 4-bit grouping. And also while ending, if you don't have 4 bits, then add zeros. This you will be able to understand properly when we will solve one example. So now we will solve one octal to hexadecimal conversion example, so that it will become very clear. Here octal number is given, so we are going to convert that octal to hexadecimal number. So the very basic thing you are going to remember is, while octal to hexadecimal conversion, you cannot convert directly octal to hexadecimal. You are going to convert octal number into binary first, and from binary to hexadecimal. This is the actual conversion. So now check out here, 176, it is having only integer part. So so in the table it is written 176. Now every digit you are going to represent by 3 bits. So here also it is represented by 3-bit binary, because it is your octal to binary conversion. So 1 is 001, 7 is 111, 6 is 110. Now after grouping into 3 bits, the final answer is 001, 111, 110. The next step you are going to do is, you will start grouping into 4 bits, and you are going to start from LSB bit again. So here in the next table it is shown. So here LSB bit I have marked. So from there I will start grouping in 4 bits now. So 0, 1, 1, 1. And then this 4-bit grouping is done, then next 4-bit grouping has to be done. So that is 0, 1, 1, 1, and then only a single 0 is left. So to form a group of 4 bits, here 3 zeros are added to form 4 bits. And after this grouping, you are going to represent each 4 bits with its equivalent hexadecimal number. Now here 1110 represents alphabet E. So it is 14. Actually total count is 14. So it is E. Then next 0111 represents 7, and 0000 represents 0. So the final answer is 07E. I hope you have understood this octal to hexadecimal conversion. You will be able to understand in the next example. So your second example is taken. Now here the octal number given is 63.17, and we are going to convert into hexadecimal number. So very first step, replace each digit of octal number with equivalent 3-bit binary, because this is octal number. So now 6 is represented by 110, then below 3 I have written 011, then point as it is, then below 1 I have written 001, and below 7 I have written 111. Now after grouping, after getting this converted into binary, this binary bits you are going to take, and you are going to group into 4 bits now. Now since it is having integer as well as fractions, so the rule as you remember, so it will start from that point, and integer part towards left you will start grouping, and for fractional part towards right you will start grouping. So here 4 bits bits you are going to take, and if while grouping, if you don't have enough 4 bits, then you are going to add zeros. So here you will check for integer part. So in integer part, if you check 4-bit group from LSB bit, if you check 1 1 0 0 is done, 4 bits are there, but next is 1 1, only 2 bits are there and 2 bits are missing. So the missing bits you are going to add 0 there. So 2 zeros are added here. Now in the next fractional part, if you will check, you will start from that point towards right. So when you start with grouping 4 bits, so it is 0 0 1 1, and the next bits are 1 1. 2 bits are missing to form 4 bits, so 2 zeros are added there. And after this, you are going to represent each 4 bits with its equivalent number. So now here we'll start from integer side only. So that is 0 0 1 1 stands for 3. Again 0 0 1 1 stands for 3. Point as it is. Then 0 0 1 1 stands for 3 and 1 1 0 0 stands for C. So final answer is 33.3 C. I hope you have understood octal to hexadecimal conversion. So these are the examples to be solved as an assignment. Now here we will study conversion of hexadecimal number to octal. So now in the last slide we have studied octal to hexadecimal, and here now next we are going to study hexadecimal to octal conversion. Again the concept remains same. Hexadecimal number you are going to convert into binary first, and that binary number you are going to form groups and convert into octal number. So here are the steps for hexadecimal to octal conversion. So step 1, whatever hexadecimal number is given, convert or substitute each digit with its 4-bit binary. Every digit you are going to substitute with 4-bit binary, and after you are getting that binary, then group that binary number into 3 bits and represent each 3-bit binary with its octal number. So you would be able to understand when we will solve the example as shown in the next slide. So here hexadecimal number is given, here is 176. Now if you understand here, the hexadecimal number is having only integer part, there is no fractional part. So the step 1, 176 has to be represented into its 4-bit binary because it is hexadecimal. So every digit represented by 4-bit binary. So 1 is represented by 0 0 0 1, 7 is represented by 0 1 1 1, 6 is represented by 0 1 1 0. So after converting into binary, these binary bits, then again you will start grouping from LSB bit, 3-bit grouping you have to do, and then represent each 3-bit with its equivalent octal number. Now we will start from LSB bit. So if you will check LSB bit, 3 bits are grouped, that is 110. Then again 3 bits are grouped, that is 110. Then again 101, and then the last is 0 0 0. So now you are going to represent each that 3 bits with its number. So 110 stands for 6. 110 stands for 6, then 101 stands for 5, and 000 stands for 0. So the final answer is 0566. You can also write 566. Now I will take another example for hexadecimal to octal conversion. So here the second example is 63.A7. Now in this 63 is an integer part, and A7 is your fractional part. So you are going to represent each digit with 4-bit binary. So 6 is represented as 0 1 1 0. 3 is represented as 0 0 1 1. A is represented by 1 0 1 0, and 7 is represented by 0 1 1 1, and the point is as it is. Now you will start grouping into 3 bits from point as shown in the table here in the step 2. So for integer part you will start grouping from point towards left, and for fractional part you will start grouping 3 bits towards right. So when you will start grouping 3 bits, you will find in the last only 2 bits are remaining, that is 0 1. So 1 0 is added in the last here, and here in the fractional part also lastly only 1 bit is there, and 1 bit is missing, so 0 is added here, and then represent each 3-bit binary with its equivalent number. So 0 0 1 stands for 1, 1 0 0 stands for 4, 0 1 1 stands for 3, point as it is, then 1 0 1 stands for 5, 0 0 1 stands for 1, and 1 1 0 stands for 6. So the final answer is 143.516. I hope you have understood the hexadecimal to octal conversion. So the rules are: represent each digit with 4-bit binary, and then group that binary bits into 3 3 and represent each 3-bit binary with its equivalent octal number. Now these are the examples to be solved for the assignment, and also you are going to solve this table. And these are the solved table in which you are having decimal number, its equivalent binary, hexadecimal number, and octal number, and you are going to verify the answers and let me know. Thank you.